Hey everyone, today we're going to take a look at how to clean an engine bay that's dusty and a bit dirty. Now I know this particular engine bay might not look that dirty on camera, but I still walk you through the entire process step by step and explain the precautions you need to follow while cleaning your engine safely. So let's begin. In my case, since the engine bay just has some light dust and no heavy grease or oil buildup, I won't be using any garden hose or pressure washer. Instead, I'll be using a degreaser, a few microfiber cloths, and a soft cleaning brush. Once everything is clean, I'll also apply a plastic protectant to give the engine bay that fresh, nice look. But if your engine bay is much dirtier and you plan to use a garden hose or a pressure washer, please make sure to follow these precautions I'm going to tell. Like cover the alternator and fuel injector area using a plastic wrap or even a waterproof cover. Also, try to protect the critical components like the fuse box, battery, ECU, etc. Also, if possible, it's even better to disconnect the battery entirely and remove it from the engine bay before starting the detailing process.
Since my hood liner is also dirty, I will be recurring to use a garden hose or pressure washer to clean that. So before that, I need to cover all the electrical components that is present here, which is majorly the engine part. Okay, I'm going to cover the entire engine using this plastic sheet so that when I wash the hood liner, it won't the water won't get enter into the engine part. Make sure to cover most of the major components like alternator, ECU, and the main engine part, including the battery, and also the water won't get directly pour into the engine. So the product I'm to use is an all-purpose cleaner, which is from WaveX brand, and I have diluted it inside this water sprayer, and I'm also using a trim restorer for restoring the trim plastic parts inside the engine bay after the cleaning is done, and using a paintbrush and two detailing brush for cleaning the engine bay. Now also using this brush for reaching into the places which I cannot reach using these brushes, and a microfiber cloth for cleaning the residues. So I am going to split the engine into two sections, the driver side and passenger side. First, let's clean the driver side. So I'm going to use the degreaser and spray it all over the side. Now make sure not to spray over the alternator on the electronic components. can carefully remove this cover without putting any water with anything. So you can see the engine is still dry. Now we can move towards cleaning this part. So I'm going to use a bit of degreaser and the cleaning brush. I'm just going to spray some over this.